Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Mouse Ears and Magical Chats. It's Mary Beth, and I'm here with Jenny. Hey Jenny,
Hi. Sorry, I was trying to fix my mic.
it's an
Sorry.
earthquake. It's an earthquake.
Sorry.
So last time it was only me and just Jess, and now I get to just be here with you, Jenny, because
Here I am.
Jess is on her Disney cruise,
That's
and you were
amazing.
at Disney last time, so I feel like we got a lot of Disney going on this
A
month.
lot, a lot. And it looks like she's having a blast. And it's her kids'
I
first Disney
know.
cruise, and they're loving it.
She said that her son said, "Why isn't Mary Beth here?" I'm like, "I agree, Jackson. I agree. Why am I not here?" I gotta convince my husband that a Disney cruise is the way to go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They're the best. I love all cruise line. Well, not all cruise lines. I love to cruise. Disney Cruise has been my number one favorite.
Really? So it is really that good.
It's good. It's good. The food is good. The food is better than any other cruise line I've ever been on. Service is what you would think when you think Disney service, but then multiply it by 1,000.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And it's you have to experience it. And the shows are amazing.
I'm going to. If Jake doesn't go, we should just do a Mouse Ears and Magical Chats cruise.
Yes.
Right? How much fun would that be with just the three of us?
Oh yeah. I can
I'm
totally get behind that for
I'm putting
sure.
that out into the YouTube world.
Yes, if we just put it out there, it'll happen because anything I want always happens.
Okay, I like this. I like this.
Mhm.
Well, what I'm excited about today is to hear about your Disney trip because if you've been listening to us over the last year, Jenny has done every Disney thing under the sun, but she hasn't been back to Walt Disney World in a hot minute.
Sorry, my
Yeah.
dog wanted me.
So it feels like, oh yeah, this is her new dog.
This is Benji. He's new.
Hey Benji. Benji needs like mini ears.
So
But
you can make him some. He's
I
a miniature dachshund, so he needs mini
little mini
ears for the
ears. Oh
mini dachshund.
yes. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
use the little strap ones.
So we actually picked him up the day after we got back from our trip. So
Oh,
we will only have him for about we'll only have had him for 2 weeks as of this coming Thursday. He comes
that's
to me and
awesome.
begs to come up, but then he decides to run away. He's so little. Yeah, so we had the trip, then we got the dog, then I moved my daughter into the dorms. Now
Oh
I'm
my
trying to get my
goodness.
second grade classroom ready for school because I'm teaching second grade in the fall. So it's busy, but like, oh my gosh, I'll have to do a tour of my classroom because I got a
Yes,
lot of good Disney
please.
touches. It's really cute.
Okay,
So,
I want to see that. I bet all the teachers out there would love some Disney inspo for their
right?
rooms.
Well, I will say I do copy off the internet a lot of amazing Disney loving teachers out there that post their ideas, and that's where I get my inspiration from.
I love it. I
But
love it.
yes,
Okay. So, how did it feel being back in your home Disney World?
it felt so right. It just felt perfect. It was so good. It was hot, but like again, we hadn't been since February of 2024. I mean, these are real first world problems, but because we did well, I had also been there in May of 2024, but my whole family hadn't been since February 2024 with me. But last summer we did California and we did a big Disneyland trip, and then February we went to Tokyo
Mhm.
and we did Tokyo Disneyland. So we've had our Disney fixes. It's just there's like your home base, and being there was just like we decided we like are still trying to do all the Disney parks in the world, but this next year is just going to be a lot of Disney. Like weekends here whenever we can.
Oh, that's great.
We missed it. We really and some Universal too because like I really can't wait to bring my family to Epic Universe. And now, hot off the presses, Hagrid's motorbike is now included under the Express Pass.
Oh, that's awesome.
And the Epic Universe Express Pass now also includes the Ministry of Magic and Minecart
Ooh.
Madness. So there's only one ride in the park in Epic Universe that does not take the Express Pass.
Okay, and that's
And
the Monsters one?
it's the Rally Hiccups Rally Racers. It's from How to Train Your Dragon Land, and it's
Okay.
nothing I go on everything. I probably won't go on that ride anyway. So, it's like a fair ride that, like, goes like this, but
Yeah,
then
I'm good.
swings you in the air, and, like, I will do
Oh,
anything.
I feel like I've seen that with the
Yep,
yeah, no, I'm good.
yep.
I am good.
So, yeah, so that's great too, the fact that really that's the only ride you would not be able to use the express lane for, and I don't care to ride it anyway, so the rest
Well,
are all included now.
speaking about Express Pass, I know we talked about going day by day, but I just wanna get your hot take on lightning lanes because you have not been to Disney since they incorporated them, so I want to hear your opinion since also you know everything about Disney, so it's such an interesting viewpoint coming from you.
I feel still.
Okay.
There were times when it was great and glorious, and we were trucking along, and everything was working out perfectly, and there were days where I'm like, this sucked, like, frankly. I will say it was Ep our Epcot day with it was very difficult.
Oh, really?
We did not get a Frozen, a Remy, I think it would just be those 2. We did not get a Frozen or a Remy with it, which was
Really? And you
very
booked,
disappointing.
like, at the beginning, like, when you can
Yes, and we booked the new test track.
ooh, okay. Oh, that probably was at tier 1 now, right?
That was a tier 1, and that was that's it was my favorite version of test track they've ever done. I think it's the best they've done so far. I really loved it.
Nice.
And I feel like even the end was a little more thrilling, like, when they go really fast, like, I don't know, it felt, like, longer and, like, there was more, and it's like, I don't know, the effects are really cool, like, this is my favorite version of Test Track. But at
Really?
Epcot, we definitely struggled on our Epcot day, we definitely struggled with the express passes, and I've never had this at Disney happen as much, but, like, things seem to go down a lot when we were
Oh,
there,
that's odd.
which I know things go down, but then they come back up, but it was just the timing or whatever was just, like, the worst timing for us. So, and I'll get into that. But do you want me to just start with my first day?
Yeah, yeah. Let's get into it.
Perfect. So, we knew we wanted to ride Tron. We rope dropped Tron. Now, Tron does not open for early admission, but we stood in line, um,
I did the
between
same
8
thing.
yeah, between 8:30 and then at 9 o'clock when the park opened, we were pretty much like, we were off Tron by 9:15, and there
Yeah.
was a lot of people ahead of us when we got in line, but I feel like we were getting off Tron at 9:15. We had literally I know you wait a lot before the park opens, like, we waited probably 45 minutes because we were just sitting there waiting, but it was really nice to be getting off at 9:15 and having that already, like, done. So, we did that, and then we rode People Mover right
Yeah.
after that, and then we went to Starbucks. Starbucks was a big draw this time. I don't know if it's because we had some tween girls. My nieces were with us, but we hit the Starbucks at every park. So, and we were just about, like, getting our rides in, but, like, staying chill. It was hot too. The first 2 days were not as
Yeah.
hot. So we
Like,
did
how hot was it?
the first 2 days, it was, like, overcast. So
Okay.
and it didn't feel as humid, but the last 2 days, it was, like, humid, but also scorching sun because it wasn't overcast. So the last 2 days were more of a struggle. The first 2 days were fine. We were great. So we hit People Mover, we hit Starbucks, then we went back to the lunching pad. We had pretzels and slushies. That's, like, our breakfast. We like to get pretzels and slushies for breakfast at the lunching pad. Then we went back to Gaston's Tavern for
Mm.
pictures because my daughter had Disney bound it as Belle.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it was really cute. And then we did Tiana's with a lightning lane. So that was our first lightning lane of the day. But since we were like got off at 9:15 and things were like cooking, I actually made a new lightning lane because our next one wasn't until Tiana's. So what I did was I made a lightning lane for Monsters Inc. laugh floor. So as we walked by Monsters Inc., we all tapped. And then as soon as we didn't do the attraction, but as soon as we all tapped, I was able to
So you
go
could
in
activate it.
and then I could go and make for whatever. So at that point, I put in for the Haunted Mansion. So we had started with Tiana's, Space Mountain, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, or not some we bought a Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and we bought a Tron for the evening.
What were the prices for the day that you went?
Uh, that is such a good question. I have no idea. But I wanna say I should have known. But I wanna say it was probably for all the lightning lanes we bought over the 4 days, and we did the 2 individual lightning lanes as well as the multi-pass. I want to say it was 200 a person for the whole 4 days.
Okay.
So roughly 50 a day. I don't know if that makes sense. Does that? Unless my
Yeah,
math is way off.
when you add in the single pass.
Yeah, so roughly 50 a day we paid per person. So, yeah, and there's 5 of us. So, yeah, so about 250 a day, 250 a day we paid, which was worth it to me. And now I'm looking back and I'm like, I can't remember what we booked first for our lightning lanes, but after Gaston's Tavern, we went back and rode Tiana's, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, but newsflash, I loved it.
Yes, right?
I loved it. My kids loved it. They are Splash Mountain people. That's their favorite ride. They grew up on it. We were really concerned because we love Splash Mountain and we love Big Thunder Mountain. We're big Thunder Mountain people. We always sit at the very back. We love it. We live for it. So we weren't sure because my kids they can repeat every line of Splash Mountain. By the end of Tiana's, they were hooked. They loved the armadillos with the hairy knees for whatever reason. I don't know why the armadillos with the hairy knee. Did you
The
notice that
armadillo.
they have hair on their knees, those
I
armadillos?
don't think I ever noticed that.
I noticed it. They loved, they definitely got, like, there's certain parts of the ride that they loved. They loved the part where you're at, like, the nightclub for the lightning bugs and all the lightning bugs are dancing.
Yes.
And there's this one really cool lightning bug, and he's gotta have a name, but his dance is, like, great, so they wanted to ride it just to watch him do that over and over again. But I really loved the ride. They loved the ride, like, we were hooked. Then after Tiana's, we went and rode Pirates with a lightning lane, and then we sat at Tortuga Tavern, which is what we always do. When we're in the Magic Kingdom, that's our meeting place. And we got spring rolls from
Mm,
Adventureland. My niece loves queso. She was really into the queso from Peso Spills with French fries,
nice.
dipping them into the French, like, she was really into that the whole time. So we had a nice little break there. Then we rode the Haunted Mansion with a lightning lane, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train with an individual lightning lane, and then we had Space Mountain with the lightning lane. The reason why we didn't ride Space Mountain with the lightning lane earlier is because it had gone down. So we used it for that. And then we did shopping in the Emporium. We did a meet and greet with Peter Pan. We always try to do one meet and greet with a character we've never met before. And then we did shopping in Fantasyland, and we went to Sir Mickey's so my daughter we could get pixie dusted. They'll do it for free at
Yes.
Sir Mickey's. Yeah. So even if you're too old for the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, go to Sir Mickey's. They will pixie dust you for free. It's really cute. And then we bought a Belle stuffed plushie, and Gracie and I are starting this new tradition where we buy something and we gift it to somebody. So
Oh,
she stood with
very
this
cute.
plushie. She bought it at Sir Mickey's. We stood in Fantasyland till we found one little girl. We didn't want like a group because we didn't want to give one kid
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
whatever. But she found this little tiny, precious blonde girl walking with it looked like her 2 grandmothers. And Gracie gave it to her and she goes, I'm really good friend. It was a Tinkerbell plushie, not a Belle plushie. And Gracie goes, I'm really good friends with Tinkerbell, and Tinkerbell found out that you were coming to the park today, and she asked me to make sure to find you and give you this doll from her. And the little girl just like lit up, and then I was crying, and we were
Oh my
it was
gosh, you guys
it
did
was
some magic.
it was so cute, and we just decided we're gonna do that every time. And we did that because the last time we were at Disney, Gracie was looking at a pair of ears, and I always buy her we always buy, like, we are big into the merch, but some gentleman had seen her looking at the ears, and I was like, "Oh, let's wait." And I was saying, "Let's wait," because I'm like, "Let's wait and see all the ears before we decide which ones we're gonna get." We usually get 5 or 6 pairs, but the gentleman bought them for her. And, like,
So
he came up
sweet.
and he's like, "I loved your expression when you saw these ears, and I just really thought you should have them and have a blessed day," and, like, gave us the ears, and we were like, "Oh my god, this is so sweet." So, we decided to pay that forward, and now every time we go to Disney, we want to make sure we are, like, doing that or whatever.
Jenny,
After
that
we
makes my heart so happy.
It was so cute to see, it was so cute,
That
and,
little girl's gonna have that memory forever.
we watched her walking away just clinging to her stuffed like, it was awesome. Um, then we left the park at 2, so this was, like, 2 o'clock. We went back to rest, but we stopped and got caramel apples from the confectionery,
Mm,
snack on, and then we rested. We stayed at Old Key West, which I actually really liked. The
nice.
rooms are huge. The villas were huge. I have a video and I can share with you. The rooms were huge. So we had plenty of space. There were 9 of us, but I've never seen like
Oh, great.
even we've stayed at Saratoga, we've stayed at the deluxe rooms at Boardwalk. Like these are the biggest rooms I've ever stayed in. We had so much space. It was very nice, very comfortable. Kids were thrilled. We weren't at the main pool, but where we were by, like, one of the quiet pools that had a snack bar. So,
Oh,
we ended up getting dinner at the Turtle Shack and just
the
walking
turtle
it
check.
back to our villa and eating our dinner there, and then at 6, we headed back into the park. We rode Space Mountain, then Tron
Yes.
with our individual Lightning Lane, then we watched, Starlight
Oh,
Parade,
yeah,
and
what did you think?
we loved it. But I'm sorry, we rode Jungle Cruise first. Then we got
Okay,
so we did Tron
so I didn't
Space,
skip that.
Tron, Jungle Cruise, that was all with Lightning Lanes. Then we watched an Adventureland, which I was really glad, but it had been raining, so it got delayed, so it didn't come through till, like
Mm,
it was supposed to be 9, I wanna say by the time it started and got to us, it was, like, 9:40. So we
okay.
waited. 10 o'clock, parade is over, through, we go straight to Tiana's Bayou, no line. So the last hour, we just freaking rode Tiana's Bayou. We did not have a lightning lane. It was a walk on every time. And we did that another night. So I'm saying, like, if you don't care, if you don't want to get wet during the day and walk around, but you want to ride it, like, if you wait until after the parade, there's nobody back there. And we just rode and rode and rode it. And then,
Were you soaked by the time you were done?
oh, yeah. Yeah, but it was so much fun, and then they even were letting us just stay right in the boat because no one was
Oh,
even
good.
in line. Yeah. So that was really cool. We stayed in the boat. I think we rode it 4 times, 5 times, and then we came out when Happily Ever After came on, we took a break to watch it and to sing it because Gracie and I sing it, and then we kept riding Tiana's Bayou, and then we went back to the hotel, and that I'm telling you, like, that was usually we do that with Space Mountain, but we did not wanna, like we were just having fun riding Tiana, so we did it
Yeah.
we did not do our Casey's Corner that night, but we did do it. We always do it our last night. So,
Okay, I was gonna say,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah, so that was our day. We pretty much did everything, and we ate a lot of things, and we did a lot of shopping, and yeah, it was wonderful, and I loved Starlight. I thought it was really good, and it had little have you seen it yet?
no.
So I love because it had little parts of the music from Main Street Electrical Parade where it was like and you could hear it and so that was really cool, but it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful.
I feel like I always see videos of, like, the Blue Fairy one
Yeah.
float, but what other ones are there?
So, oh my god, there were so many stunning ones. There was a Coco one which was really good.
Oh,
There was a Moana, there was an Anna and Elsa, there was one with just, like, prince and princesses dancing. There was, there was a Wendy and Peter Pan float.
Oh,
There
that's great.
was it was great. It was really great, and then the end float was like a choo-choo train that was really cute, and it had, like, Mickey, Goofy, Minnie, Donald, like, all those guys on it. I'm trying to think what
Nice.
else they had, though, but it was beautiful. It was a beautiful, beautiful I don't know if it's Main Street Electrical Parade level for me or
Oh,
Spec
really?
but I think it beats SpectroMagic,
Okay.
but I love
I think
SpectroMagic.
I'll see it in December, so guess
Yeah.
we'll see.
So you're definitely going to want to see that the next time you go because I would have watched it the second night too, but, like, we're big, like, watch it once and then we're gonna be balling.
Right.
We're ballers, you know? So then we went to bed and then we slept in a little bit the next day. And when I say a little bit, I think I let everybody sleep till 8 and we did not rope dra we
Super late.
got we
Super
did
late.
arrive to we did Hollywood Studios, we did arrive there right for 9. In retrospect, I should have rope dropped Hollywood Studios at one point because we love Rock and Roller Coaster, and if we had rope dropped it, we probably could have rode it multiple times during that first 30 minutes. But we got there, we used our individual lightning lane on Rock and Roller Coaster. Um I'm just trying to find it. We did that with our individual lightning lane. Then this is where things started getting messy. We
Oh,
arrive
no.
at Tower of Terror. It is a walk on because it's like 9:15 or whatever. So I'm like, I'm not going to use a lightning lane for this. We'll wait in the regular queue and I'll modify this to something else because we knew we wanted Mickey and Minnie's. We were trying to get Millennium Falcon as well. And
Mhm.
we knew it was a shot in the dark, but we were hoping to get Slinky, but we weren't sure. So I'm like, well, I'm going to start looking for other things. So I modified it. And what happens, but it breaks down, one of the things break down, we ended up waiting like 40 minutes.
Oh, no.
But it should so that's where it kinda, like, started backing up, but it was okay. Then I did get a lightning lane for Millennium Falcon because I was, like, at Tower of Terror, I'm like, "Well, we'll ride it in the regular queue, and I can get us something else." So, amazingly, a Millennium Falcon showed up, which was back to back really perfectly with our individual lightning lane for Rise of the Resistance. So, after
Mhm.
that, we went and we did Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, and then Rise of the Resistance with our lightning lane, so that part worked out, and then we had lunch at Docking Bay 7 Food and Cargo, and I love that lunch, so there's, like, a spicy chicken, like, salad thing, or, like, it's with rice. Oh my god, it's so good, the chicken is so good,
Okay.
so we ate there, and then we at that point, we had a Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railroad lightning lane, which I was
Yes.
super excited about, yep. So that was another one that we had gotten after we used Millennium Falcon. We happened to get that. Those actually were coming up, like, there was lots of times
Yeah, I
for
feel like
those.
that one comes up a lot.
Yeah. So after we rode that, we were killing time for our Toy Story Mania lightning lane. So we got Jack's Nom Nom cookies. Now, when we went to California last year, right on Pixar Pier by the Incredicoaster, they have a whole booth that's just Jack's Nom Nom cookies, which are these just soft, gooey chocolate chip cookies, and they're to die for. So we took a
Hmm.
break and we had Jack's Nom Nom cookies, but they didn't have cold milk, but it was okay. But if you
Huh,
get it at California, you can get ice cold milk with the cookie, and we
really?
like to sit right on the pier and
You
eat it and watch the Incredicoaster and everything. So as we're sitting there eating the Nom Nom cookies, I'm just playing around, lightning lane, and what comes up but a
Slinky?
freaking Slinky Dog Dash for all 9 of us. And that
That's
had
awesome.
happened before, but, like, then you lose it. No, I got that. I got that one. So, basically, then we were
Yes,
like,
girl.
because we didn't think we were gonna ride it because, like, we weren't gonna rope we didn't rope we've rode it a lot, but so we ate our cookies, got to do Toy Story Mania, and then we got to do Slinky Dog. And then after
Nice.
that, everybody went back to the hotel for a break, but at that's when people go for their breaks, that's when Gracie and I do our own thing.
Well,
We usually take an extra hour. We like characters too, so that's when we went. So we went and we visited the stormtroopers. She loves Galaxy's Edge. She got to see Chewbacca, get some big hugs with Chewbacca and do a meet and greet with Chewbacca, Kylo Ren. Then as we were coming, there were so many characters. I think it's for the Cool Kids Summer. But in the animation courtyard at Hollywood Studios, there was like Daisy, Goofy, Mac,
Nice. Max
tons
was
of
there?
characters. Yeah, and nobody was there. So she just went around, she visited Goofy, she saw Max. It was awesome. We did some shopping. And then, oh, when we met Darth Vader, like we did a whole, like in an hour, I think we
Yeah, you did
saw,
a ton.
yeah, in an hour we saw Darth Vader because I used my Disney Visa credit card. You get a
Oh,
special
yeah,
meet and
yeah.
greet. Yep. So I used that. We saw Max, we saw Goofy, we saw Stormtroopers, we saw Chewie, we saw Darth Vader, we saw Kylo Ren, and then we went back. We shopped. We like to shop without everyone else there. And then it was so cute because I have to share this. Gracie's now 18. She turned 18 in July, going to college. So what does she buy? There's these cute little like beaded bracelets, and one said like snacks, and it had like the snacks on it, and they're like just cute little beaded bracelets. The one said home and it had the castle, and one said Disney adult. And so she got to get the Disney adult because she's an adult now. So
Oh,
she wears them every single day, which is so funny.
oh my goodness, we should send her one of my Disney adult mugs on
Oh,
Etsy.
yes. And then break it room with some pool time. And then we went to Epcot that night. We rode Guardians of the Galaxy with an individual lightning lane. I actually got to snag a test track lightning lane with the multi-pass. So
Wow.
this is where I found where the multi-pass worked really well was
And you
when we
could
were
stack them
park
for later?
hopping. Yeah, and you
Yeah,
could stack for later and at other parks because like once you use it on Space Mountain once, you can't use it on Space Mountain again. You have to use it on
right.
something else. So we found like when you were splitting between 2 parks that we got like a lot more bang for our buck because this day we had lightning lanes for Rock and Roller Coaster, Tower of Terror, but I had rescheduled that. Then Millennium Falcon, Rise of the Resistance was an individual. Mickey and Minnie's we got a lightning lane for. Toy Story Mania we got a lightning lane for. Slinky Dog we got a lightning lane for. Then we had the individual lightning lane for Guardians of the Galaxy for Epcot that evening,
Mm.
and I got a lightning lane for Test Track. So I feel like that
Yeah.
really was like clutch. So we only literally went into Epcot to ride Guardians of the Galaxy and Test Track that night. And then at 9 o'clock when Epcot closed, we took the bus to Disney Springs and had a really late dinner, like a 9:30 dinner at the Polite
You
Pig.
guys just keep going.
We go, we don't stop.
Mhm, yeah, I
We take
know.
a break. We take a break. We take breaks.
Well, I do like well, did you take a break though? Because it sounds like everyone else took a break and you and Gracie kept going.
Yeah, but we left the park at like 3, got back to our room by 3:30, and then we didn't leave till 6
Alright.
to go back in.
So you had a nice break.
Yeah, like 2 hours, 2 hours. But then we went to the have you ever eaten at the Polite Pig?
Yes.
I freaking love the Polite Pig, and none of my family had eaten there except me and Gracie, and I'm like, "Look, guys, you're hungry, let's go to Disney Springs." The kids wanted to spend some money, and I knew I was letting them sleep in the next day, so I'm like, "Let's go." And my family, my sister, my nieces, my kid all my kids, like, everyone was like, "This is our new tradition is, like, close a park and come do a late night Polite Pig." Because also we just got to walk right in because it was 9:30, no one was there eating. And then, shopping at the World of Disney and the Lego store and stuff. But yeah, that was super fun. We really liked that. But that we actually were back to the hotel by 11 o'clock and sleeping by midnight, which wasn't bad. But then the next day I let them sleep in. Next day was just a whole straight Epcot day.
Okay.
Um, yep. We got we got a little like sidetrack like there were some issues with the lightning lanes on this day too. We slept in, we did not leave the hotel until 10:30 this day, which again, that's hard at Epcot if you want to ride everything. Like you should try to rope drop one thing, but we like our evening, so we are not
Yeah.
like we're gonna rope drop maybe once or twice while we were there. We left the hotel. We had a lightning lane for Soren and I had one for the exact same time for Living with the Land. So we got there for 10:30, scanned at Living with the Land, but did not ride it so that I could start looking for lightning lanes for other things that were harder to get. So then we rode our Soarin' with our lightning lane. And that then we were hungry, so half our group ate right there at the Sunshine Seasons in the Land Pavilion, and the rest of us went to Connections because there's a chicken sandwich at Connections in Epcot. This chicken sandwich, it has this zesty sauce on it, and then you can go to where they have the drinks, and they have a whole thing of just where you can just fill the little cups with as much zesty sauce as you want. I like it when you can get a lot of condiments on something and you don't have to like ask for little packets or little things. So that, like, and the sauce there was so good. So we ate
That was your
that.
thing in, Japan, right?
Yes, I like when I can have, like, many condiments and it's a vast amount, and I don't have to do little pouches of ketchup and, like, no. You
No one
can
wants
make
little
your
pouches of
cups
ketchup.
of your get that chicken sandwich. It was so good. Then we did a lightning lane, individual lightning lane for Guardians of the Galaxy, and we had a lightning lane for Test Track, so we did those again. And just so you know, the first time
Mhm.
we rode Guardians of the Galaxy, I said, "I want Everybody Wants to Rule the World. That's my favorite song. I'm gonna get it." And guess what? It
Got
was.
it?
And then this time when we rode it, my niece loves One Way or Another. And so she's like,
Yeah.
"I really want that one." And I said, "We're gonna get it." So the whole time in the ride, we're like, "This is what we're getting." We just told the universe that's what we wanted. And guess what? That's what we got. One way or
Yes.
another. Yep,
Okay, this is why we're going on a cruise together, because you
exactly.
just to get into the world.
Yep. And then after that, we decided to shop through the World Showcase, but it was, I don't know appropriate words to use to describe
Okay.
how hot it was at this point. This was the hot, it was so hot. So we were
And
like, "Oh,
Epcot
it's a
can
great
be so
idea." Yes, and I don't know what it was like rookie, like, "Oh, it's a great idea to, like, eat lunch, ride these rides, and at 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, be walking through the World Showcase because that's a good idea with no shade or anything." So Gracie actually got henna. The kids did do a little bit of shopping.
Oh, really?
Yep, she always gets the henna when we're there.
That's so fun.
And then we actually used, the multi-pass, and I got Tower of Terror again for a Lightning Lane and Rock and Roller Coaster. So, we went and took the boat to Hollywood Studios, rode Rock and Roller Coaster, rode Tower of Terror, did a bunch of shopping, got another
Hold
and we got Starbies at Epcot. So then we did shopping on Hollywood Boulevard. Again, it was so hot. We went to Starbies. We hit the Starbucks at every park. I, however, got myself a lemon slushy
Ooh,
as we were shopping, and it was so hot. And I can tell you, this is the best lemon slushy I've ever had in my life
and
because
that was
I
at
think it was,
Starbucks?
no, it was at the place like, when you turn down Hollywood Boulevard to head towards Tower of Terror, there's like this little,
Yeah, the
there's a
one with
little,
all the lemons out front,
yep,
right?
yep, 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 yep. That's it. And it was delicious. And then we went and took a break back at the room. So that was probably 4:30, but we left, took a break at the room, and we didn't leave until about like 7. 7. So we took a 2-hour break and we went back to Epcot and we had dinner at Tutto Italia
Ooh,
Ristorante. Yep. Because the reason we did this so late, so that was like 7:45 we had dinner and it was done around 9. The reason we did that is because we had extended evening hours for resort guests at Epcot till 11.
okay.
Yep. So all we did for extended evening hours was we got done dinner at about 9. We watched the show kind of as we were walking towards Guardians, and then
That's
we
my
rode
favorite.
Guardians. Yep. We rode it, I want to say we rode it 3 times. We rode it 3 times. We just kept getting back in line. The line was about 45 minutes in the beginning, and then the last 2 times it was probably like 15 or 20. But we rode
Oh,
it 3 times in a row, and then we went back. That's all we did for extended evening hours because it's the best ride ever, and that's all you
I was
need.
gonna say, I could have guessed that that's what you were gonna do.
Yep, yep. Dinner at Tutto Italia was actually really good.
What'd you get?
Uh, I got this basil pesto, wait, what's that called? It's not, they're like the little balls. Risotto. I got that. My husband got just the lasagna, loved that. Everybody
Mm.
loved everything they got. We had lasagna, we had some people just get Alfredo. The calamari there was really good, and we got a side of meatballs as, like, an appetizer too, and those were really good. So we really enjoyed our meal there.
Oh, good.
It was really hot that day though, like, we just could not drink enough. It was just a lot. So then the next day we slept in and we showed up to Animal Kingdom at about 10:15. I do not recommend going to Animal Kingdom late though. And the same thing with Hollywood Studios, because I feel like within the first 2 hours at Animal Kingdom especially, you can get so much done. It's such a big park and there a lot of it is looking at animals. So I feel like the first 2 hours, things have, like, really low wait times,
Mhm.
especially, like, Expedition Everest, like, we are the type of people, like, 1 time is not enough for us. If it's a roller coaster like Everest, like, we wanna ride it, like, 5 times in a row. If we would've rope drop Animal Kingdom, we could have done that because I was watching the wait times there, but I could not make my family there you also need to be keep the balance because if you push them too much to stay out late and then to get up that early, it's not gonna be fun. You have to pick one or
No,
the
you're
other.
right.
Yep. And we love our late nights. So, but, we slept in. We got there about 10:15. We rode Flights of Passage with the Lightning Lane, shopped there, rode Expedition Everest with the Lightning Lane. We got sliders and wings at the 8 Spoon Cafe. Those were real it was like a barbecue, like, pork slider, and you got 2 little ones. Oh my god, that was delicious. And Nick got the wings, he really liked those. And then we went and rode Dinosaur with a Lightning Lane. Then we rode Expedition Everest, just standby. And that's the part I don't like about the multi-pass is, like, there were so many options for Expedition Everest for lightning lanes, but we could not use them because 'cause we'd already used one.
I
But
see.
they were like but that stinks because, like, it was, like, immediately, like, for the 9 of us. So it was like, we could've like, they're available. I don't even know if people used them for that ride. You know what I mean? So but we didn't. And then we did, Cali River Rapids, which I don't do that ride every time, but it was hot, so we're like, "Let's do Cali River Rapids," and I always forget how freaking short that ride is. Have you done Cali River
I have
Rapids in a while?
never done it.
It is
Never.
short. It is very short, but it was good. Then we walked the Maharaja Jungle Trek because we really wanted to see the baby tiger, but they had put the baby tiger to like they had to test the water or something they were saying so the baby tiger wasn't out so we did not get to
No.
see the baby tiger. But then we went to Drinkwalla and got cold slushies, which you can get like the Coke slushies, the lemon slushies, which was very good. And then we went to Starbucks and got more drinks at Starbucks. We visited I got my niece who's 11 years old. She had the Lululemon, like, little bag, crossbody bag, her hat on, like, her little and then she had her Starbies, and she would walk around with her Starbies, so then we went back to the hotel for a 2-hour break. We ate quick service lunch right at our hotel. We actually ate there a couple of times. It was pretty good. It was standard, but they did have the foot-long hot dogs that they sell at Casey's Corner, and
Oh,
they were actually
that's
pretty good.
cool.
Yep, pizza, the kids really liked the pizza, and then we didn't go back to the Magic Kingdom until 7 o'clock. So we took about a 2-hour break. We did Space and this is where it also got a little, iffy. We had a Tron Lightning Lane and a Space Mountain Lightning Lane back to back. We go and do the Tron Lightning Lane. Guess what? Space Mountain's down.
Of
So
course.
we don't have our can't use our lightning lane for that yet, and we knew we wanted to use it for that. So we're like, well, let's go to the back and ride Tiana's with standby because the kids also really want to do Tiana's. So what happened was they rode the Tomorrowland Speedway because that's always a must do for us. They love it. It's the dumbest thing, but they love it. And
No.
then we walked back to do Tiana's, and by the time we got back there, Tiana's was over an hour wait.
Blech.
And at that point, Space Mountain had started working again, and the kids really wanted to do Space Mountain again, so we had got like, this is where I was just like, "Things are not lining up for me,"
Yeah,
whatever.
just walk back and forth.
So, we, we walked all the way back up, rode Space Mountain. I know! Let me see.
You got all your steps in.
Yep. Oh, we no, we didn't. We just said we're gonna eat first, so we ate at Peso Spills, which was really good. Then we went up Road Space Mountain after dinner at Peso's Bill. And then we watched Happily Ever After from Frontierland as we walked back to Tiana. So we walked all the way back up, then all the way back to Tiana's, and we rode it like again 4 or 5 times in a row. Didn't even have to get up off the boats. Like they let us just stay right in the boats. That was
That's great.
awesome. And then after that we got down because the park closed at 11, but they were doing Starlight at 9, and then they did Happily Ever After at 10, and then they did Starlight again at 11.
Mm,
So we actually just went through to Casey's Corner. So after it was like 11, we rode Tiana's as much as we could. I mobile ordered my Casey's Corner. So
dang it.
then we got there at like 11:15. It was open till 11:30 or something like that, and we sat and we had our midnight French fries, and we just kinda sat there. We watched the parade kind of was going by us as we were getting our and eating our food, so we watched a little bit of that. Then we shopped and that was it. That was the end. We always meander around, eat really slowly, and then we meander around Main Street, get a few last minute things. We stare at the castle and cry because it's so beautiful, and then we left. But
Well,
yeah, yep,
that
it
was
was a
Gracie's last
great
trip
trip.
before college.
College, yep. And then her next trip is when we'll do Halloween Horror Nights in October.
Well, I'm so excited about hearing
Yep.
that since I don't
And
get to go this year.
well, you're gonna help me with this. So yeah, she we actually had the privilege because now she is 18. She is going to start working for the agency for Litterini Travel. Isn't that cool?
Congratulations, Grace.
She won't be
Oh,
selling full time because obviously she's got track in college, she's got college, she's living in the dorms,
yep,
but she's already done her Universal training. She's going to start working um on her Disney training, and she's going to start talking to her professors and just everybody and try to get them and kind of start learning the ropes very slowly. Yeah, learning the ropes cuz she's going into marketing, and it pairs very well with being
yep.
a travel agent. And or we have things called BDMs, so business development managers. They get assigned to travel agencies to
That is
help
not
us
what that
sell.
sounds like.
BDM, I know, so business development managers. So she thinks she might at some point wanna be one of those.
Okay.
Basically, with the travel agent experience that she's gonna get and her marketing experience, it's basically you work with travel agencies. When you get bigger travel agencies that sell a lot, they get a BDM, and the BDM works with the agency owner to help them get more sales, promote. So their job is to know the parks really well, know everything really well, so they have to be in the parks and experiencing things. So this is what she thinks right now that she wants to do. So, which is really cool because she's doing everything she needs to be doing. And I'm like, right now, just, get your good grades, make good connections, talk to people that you are selling, but don't worry about like pushing it. But the cool thing now that she's with the
Yep.
agency, if there's opportunities that come up to travel, obviously it's going to go to more seasoned veteran agents, but sometimes we have agents because a lot of them have two jobs, can't make it to things. So she might get opportunities to like go do some Disney familiarization trips or Universal or things like that. So really excited for her.
I'm super excited for her too. And maybe we can have her on to talk about Halloween Horror Nights.
Yes. Oh, she'd love that. She would love
Yeah.
that.
'Cause what you're saying, she's really excited. She's been doing her research on it. I can't wait to see what she thinks.
Oh, she's doing the research, and this has been a dream of hers since she was little. She's always loved creepy things. I think she might be like you and wanna go every year. She's also a big Five Nights at Freddy's fan. Look at it! So, as soon
Mhm.
as we found out Five Nights at Freddy's was having a house, I had already told her if they did that I would figure out a way that we could go. So,
Oh, that's
even
nice.
though it's a personal trip, all these trips are personal, but we always capitalize, take that
Yeah,
opportunity to get content, to learn, so it's gonna be a
exactly.
great experience for her.
Yeah.
And I got my baby with me.
No. You guys get to do it together.
Mhm.
But it sounds like you guys had a great trip.
It was great.
It sounds like You're still out on the lightning lanes, haven't decided.
Haven't decided. I will say I had to leave the line and leave my family twice
Right, because you can't get the DAS pass
because I
anymore.
can't get the DAS pass anymore. And I honestly had been reliant on the DAS pass and because I have renal fusion. So like I look it up. It's whatever. But like I had to leave the line twice because I literally thought I was gonna piss my pants. And I'm like, if I'm
How
going this so I literally and the sad part was like so they say you can leave line and get like this is where I have issue. They say you can leave line and get back in. Well, if it's
mhm,
test track, you have to go all the way over by connections to get to the nearest bathroom. So you're
yeah.
talking a 15-20 minute round trip, maybe, depending
Yep.
on the crowds. So that doesn't work.
No, it's
So
not
it
fantastic.
wasn't ideal. And so I literally, and luckily it was only 2 rides, but I literally got to the front and I'm like, if am jostled, like this is not good. And I did actually, the weird thing is I always have DAS so I can go whenever I need to. I didn't this time and I ended up suffering from a kidney stone during one of my days there. And like my kidney stones are
Really?
so bad they put me in the hospital. Like I get
Oh,
them really because
girl.
I have very skinny ureters as well. So I just have like all this mess. So holding it, I literally ended up with a kidney stone. And because of my mind powers and sheer force of will, I passed that baby in 2 hours. Cause I was like, this ain't messing with me. And so I took like 5 ibuprofen extra strength. I like heated it and I just laid in bed and I just kept picturing it like coming down the pike.
Done.
And it did because I get what I want.
I like it.
Except DAS. Can't get DAS. But yeah, I
No.
did like so while I did function with it without DAS, because this is my first trip without it. While I did function with it, again, I had to leave the line twice. And I had that was my first kidney stone since January.
Yeah,
I think it's because I had to
part
hold like if I'm not constantly like like too much, I get it.
no. Yeah, I miss the old DAS pass system. Not that, like,
So,
we used it just at the beginning with my dad's thing because he needed to be able to get online. Like, we've never used it since, but it is like it's there when you need it or was there when you needed it.
yep,
And it just seems like a lot of people don't get approved even with the noted,
yep.
disabilities, so it's just, it's a weird
It's
piece right
weird,
now.
and a lot of kids are getting denied, and I'm like, "Come on." I do
No, one
think, like, they need to maybe reconsider it for people also that have, like, toileting issues. Just saying. I mean
I think that was the problem though, too many people probably, like, said they had that issue.
yeah, oh, I'm sure. And then even me, like, when they did that, I'm like, "Oh, I don't really need it." Like, it's been great. But then I noticed on this trip, like, oh, well, there were 2 times when, yeah, I had to leave the line because there was no way I could wait, and I wasn't gonna make my family wait for me, because we had waited in line and you're getting closer to the front and you've got 10 minutes to go, and then it's like, "Oh, if I peed myself at Disney, I think I'd get free clothes." Sometimes they give you free vouchers for free.
You don't wanna pee your clothes though.
I don't wanna do that.
Like, I don't think it's worth the free clothes.
And in that never mind,
Yeah,
never mind.
yeah, you'd stink.
He Though we did eat the first night we got there, we did go eat at 1900 Park Fair, and
Ooh, yeah.
that was great. The food we've eaten there several times before, but I don't know, I think the food was the best I've ever had it. I don't know, it's because they changed
Really?
it up a little bit with, like, Mirabelle was there and
Ooh.
Tiana, so there was, like, some, like, I think spicier options based on, like, the cuisine from their ethnicities. Because
Oh,
they each
okay.
had, like, their own section, so and I like spicy food, so I
Huh.
just remember, like, the food was really good. The character interactions were great.
Oh, we should do an episode about it because that would be super interesting, I think,
Oh,
to
yeah, and
hear.
I got pictures of every single food item on the buffet.
Alright,
Yep.
let's do it up. Deep dive.
Deep dive.
Alright. Well, I think that's it for today. Thanks, Jenny. That sounds like a very amazing trip.
It
I'm glad
was,
that you
it
got
was.
to do it. with Gracie before she left for college. She's not far, but
No.
still.
And she loves it so much, so she's not
Good, good.
texting me. No, it's good. But I'm just, like, watching Life 360, seeing what she's
Smart.
doing.
Alright. Well, until next time, if you guys can hit the like and subscribe button, that would help us, and we're on all the socials, and check out our website. We actually just put up a cool quiz where you can find out your Disney budget style. It's in the blog section.
Ooh,
Are you a
try it.
park warrior or resort lounger?
Mm.
You gotta take it, Jenny.
I think I could be all of those things depending upon the day.
Yeah, there's like a mixed one too. I think that would be you. Do a little bit of everything.
Mhm. I like it all.
All
Yep.
right. Bye, y'all.
Great.